Solid Mustang here. How's everybody doing? So, thought we'd talk a little bit today because it's been in the news a lot about police officers and what to do when you're not having a good day and you're being pulled over. I've been pulled over. Most of you probably have been pulled over. It happens, all right? It's not the end of the world. You were speeding because you were running late, or you rolled through the stop sign and you didn't see the cop. Whatever the case may be. And I want you to think about a couple things when you get pulled over. My mom was a cop for 15 years. My dad was a fireman. At the age of about 9 years old, I realized that there was a possibility that my mom and dad would not come home that night. That was hard. I want you to think about that. Think about their families. When you go to work, you're not at risk of not coming home. And people in those positions, they have to think about that. And when my dad retired after 40 years on the fire department, the big thing I thanked the other firemen for was that he got to come home every day. And same thing with my mom. So, keep that in mind when we start criticizing police officers and fire and EMS and people like that. It's dangerous work. It's very dangerous work. You're going into the worst place at the worst time when people are having their worst day. Not a great combo. Alright. But let's talk about what you should do when you get pulled over. Alright? You get pulled over, you're not happy. Alright? Calm yourself down a minute. Alright? Pull over into an area where it's safe. Safe for him, safe for you, or she. The officer will appreciate that. The other thing is, these things, hands. Don't be ditting down in here. You could be pulling up a water bottle, that's fine. Or you could be, pulling up one of these. This is a paintball gun, but you get the idea. Do you have any idea I had that down here? Nope. You are sitting actually a little bit behind my back seat, which is actually a better view than what police officers get trying to look through the back window. Especially since most back windows are tinted at least a little bit, and some are tinted more than others. So, don't be messing around. Alright? Now I know, you need your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. Hands on the steering wheel. Reach back. Pull out your wallet. Pull out your driver's license. Put it up here. Okay? You can put your wallet down here. Put your hands back up here. Okay? Two options on getting your registration and proof of insurance. Alright? One is with one hand, keeping the other hand here. Reach in here if it's easy to get, and it should be. You should put it somewhere where it's easy to get a hold of. Here's both my driver's license and my proof of or my registration and my proof of insurance are right here. Insurance cards right here. Alright? You put those things up here too. This tells the officer you're not a threat. I leave the glove box open so that the officer can see that's what I was getting into and there's nothing in there. Why? People hide things in glove boxes like, I don't know, guns, knives, things of that nature. Alright? So you hand over your driver's license and your registration to the officer. You have your options here. Don't roll down your window 1 inch. It's disrespectful. Alright? First off, it's disrespectful. Now I know some of you ladies are nervous. Go about halfway. Alright? That's still enough room. If you're nervous, I understand that. So take it down about halfway. Alright? And then you can hand it. I like to roll the window all the way down. That's just me. But roll it down halfway. And by the way, do this before the officer comes up, so that they understand you're not a threat. You're not, you roll through a stop sign. A lot of people do that. Hey, come on, we all do that. We're turning right, we roll through the stoplight, stop sign, whatever. Of all the fatalities on police officers, I believe the number is around 80% are on simple traffic stops. So, a lot of felony stops and other things are done. Timothy McVeigh, who blew up the Oklahoma City office, he was pulled over for not having a license plate on the back of his car. Simple traffic violation. Okay? But a learned officer was able to, ascertain there was more to this than just the guy forgot to put on his license plate. Alright. Keeping your hands where the officers can see them. You can put them on the dash if you want. Top of the steering wheel is fine. Or even in the middle part of the steering. Up here though. Ladies, don't fish into your bag. Don't be fishing around here and this and doing this. And don't be doing this. Because I don't know what you're doing. You could be just getting a bag. Or whatever. Doesn't matter. Don't be, all pissed off because you ran a stop sign. If you disagree with the officer, and they'll tell you this, the ticket is not an admission of guilt. All it says is that you got your copy. That's it. That's all it says. You have a copy of this citation. You can go to court. There is a court date on that ticket. Sorry, I don't have one on me. And you can go into court, and you can plead not guilty. You can plead no contest. In other words, maybe there's extenuating circumstances, which I did on my last speeding ticket because I was trying to get on the freeway, and there's construction there, but it's a really bad intersection. And there was a lot of other traffic, and I accelerated up to get into the hole. Now, I went from 45 to about 72. So was I speeding? Yes. My fee did not get thrown out, but the judge said, okay, I get your point, but you were still speeding. What he did is, since it was in construction zone, normally that fine and fee is doubled. He put it on to the normal. Because I was speeding. The speed limit at that location is 65. Alright. Don't argue with the officer. There's nothing he can do. He's not the judge and jury. He's not, he's the messenger. He's not anything else. So don't be, it's all his fault or her fault. It's not. The other thing is treat people with respect to get respect. When the officer comes up and says, I need your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Whatever the case may be. Here you go. You can even say, when they come up, yes, ma'am, how's your day today? A little respect will go a long way. I got pulled over once. I was speeding. I wasn't paying attention. I was going too fast. The speed limit had changed from a 45 and had gone into a 35 zone. I was still doing 45. Officer pulled me over. I treated her in that way. I said, I apologize. I wasn't paying attention. Here's my driver's license, registration, proof of insurance is right here too. And so how's your day today, ma'am? Said I'm fine. I'll be right back with this. Yes, ma'am. Kept my hands up here. I could see her back here. She was watching me, making sure I wasn't digging anything while the computer did its thing. And it takes a few minutes. All right? Be patient. A lot of people within 10 seconds are going nuts. Oh, it took 20 minutes. And in reality, it took 1 minute. And if you sit there and watch a clock for 1 minute, just sit there for 1 minute. Watch a clock for 1 minute, you will think it takes forever. Relax, all right? This isn't the end of the world. Relax. All right? Keep your hands up here. They'll come back. You know, Mr. Flynn, here you go. And, you know, thank you very much. And the officer said, you know, you're so nice, so polite. Just make sure you watch it when you come into town that the speed limit drops. Yes, ma'am, I'll pay more attention. I am sorry about doing that. Drive safely, have a nice day, is what she said to me. Because I was respectful. If you go think about it this way. If I were to cuss you out, call you an idiot at work and everything else, wouldn't you be mad at me? Isn't that a normal human behavior? So why are you chewing this guy out for doing his job? You're the one that screwed up. Or in this case, I was the one that screwed up. I was the one not paying attention and doing 45 and a 35. That's my fault. Not her fault. So don't make things harder than they need to be. Alright? So that's my helpful tip here for you guys. Big thanks. Have your registration and proof of insurance in an easy to get to spot in your glove compartment. I have a little shelf that's right there on the left hand side. That's where I keep it. If you want it in the center console, that's fine too. You can do that. Have it where you can get to it. You know, maybe in the center spot up here in front. Whatever is easiest for you. I've seen some people, they actually put it where the sunglasses go. Some people put them up here underneath the visor. Wherever's easiest for you. Keep your hands up on that steering wheel though. That's the big thing. And don't be fidgeting about. Like I said, you could be pulling up, you know, a water bottle, a booklet, or a gun. And the officer has no idea which one you're going to get into. And they have to be prepared for the worst and hope for the best. So here's hoping that you don't get pulled over, you drive safely, responsibly. If you want to go fast or track days and things like that, there are places to do it. Not on the street. Let's not cause any accidents, let's not get any tickets, and try to drive safe. Alright? Solid Mustang. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you have a good day.